Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your Spiritual Path Tarot reading. This is for June 2019, and this tarot reading is intended for those of you who are spiritually gifted, or you could be on a spiritual journey or quest right now, or you may just be awakening to your spiritual gifts and divinity. So Capricorn, I'm going to start by pulling a card to look at the overall energy for your spiritual path for June 2019. Oh, okay, there we go. Actually, several jumped here for you. So we have power struggle. Now listen, when I have a few different cards that have the Trojan Knight chess piece, and I always associate that to Capricorn. So this coming out for you guys is very significant for me. There is something that you are struggling with, whether it's internal or it's up against a pretty powerful person. Okay, there's this tension here. But remember, even if you're up against a queen, the knight here, the Trojan horse can move very strategically to stay out of her reach, okay, or to even defeat her, just depending on the moves that she makes. And so, if there's somebody really challenging you, Capricorn, it's in essence growing you spiritually to make you more strategic and be able to better read the moves of another person before they make them, especially when they're trying to manipulate, intimidate, or control you, or even the situation or another person, and you happen to be observing, all right? Next out is unresolved karma. So wherever this power struggle is, whether it exists externally with a person or situation, or it's existing inside of you where there's two forces battling each other, it has to do with some unresolved karma. And lastly, we have the fourth house, which this is soul tribe. So wherever this power struggle is playing out, Capricorn, it is very significant to you, the person that it's attached to, okay? And even if this is an internal struggle, it's attached to a person and like something that happened, the way things went down. And since this is a spiritual reading, this is really impacting your spiritual gifts, your ability. It's causing you some anxiety. You might be having trouble sleeping. It's because there's this karma that must find resolution. And it could be that it's like you're at the end of it, but you're holding on to it because you do have some heartache and bitterness and resentment within your heart for how somebody did you. Because with Soul Tribe here, that is like your roots. That's your foundation. So I know if it rocked your boat somehow, some way, whether it's internal or it's an external struggle that's going on right now in the month of June. So let's pull some more cards. Okay, so we have watching, and we have happiness. Okay, yeah, Capricorn, I feel like you're just at the tail end of this power struggle, whether internal, external, and I also, the rainbowy color that I'm seeing, like, repeating in all of this, yeah, you are almost at the end of this storm, but there's some part of you, Capricorn, that's really holding on to this, or if this is like a situation, you're refusing to make a change or walk away from it, and because it's near and dear to your heart. Spirit's coming in and is like, Capricorn, because Spirit is giving you guidance. You have asked. I feel that you have asked, and Spirit's given you guidance. And the thing is, it's like you don't want to let go, or you don't want to move forward. But you have to, Capricorn. And with the watching here, you know, even if somebody has left your life and you're really in the struggle with that, they're still looking in on you, okay? Looking at your progress, looking at your success, seeing how you're doing. They're still very much a part of your existence, even though they may not be physically present, okay? But on the other side of this, we have happiness. And I feel as we move, into July, that's where you're at, in that place of happiness, because we are at the end of this. It's just, you've got to give yourself permission to let go of something, to move on somehow, some way. And like I said, I see a lot of rainbow here. So it's like the rainbow's coming out after the storm for you guys. Let's pull some more cards. Okay, so wow, look at, there's a rainbow. Imagine that, your light. Personal mission. Crystals. Spiritual mission, wow. Got a dual job going on here, Capricorn, and energy shift. Okay, so Capricorn, what I see going on with these cards is this. You kind of have two things going on. You have personal mission and spiritual mission. Personal mission is where you're spiritually gifted and talented. However, a portion of your life journey isn't so much about sharing that spiritual gift with others in a professional way or even in a big way. It has more to do with your journey, self-discovery and discovery of spirit, and wrapping up lessons and growth from past lifetime that carried over into this lifetime that has to do with your spiritual gifts. And a portion of your life has been spent or will be spent in that space, okay? And that sits right next to your light. And, here's a concept for you to consider. Light is, just light unless it goes through a prism, and then it's the rainbow. And the rainbow is the 7 chakras. So to me, I've always seen this as the soul, coming into physical form, which projects the spectrum of the rainbow, the colors of spirit. You operate through your chakra systems. That's like how you animate into this reality. And here's this card for your reading. So Capricorn, for me, this is like you spending quite some time discovering your true divinity, your true light, and how to reflect that rainbow out to humanity in your way, through your spiritual gifts, through your unique vibration, all right? And you'll spend a lot of time doing that. And I'll get to this in a second, but all of this, like I said, is like a wrap-up of work from previous lifetime, because then there's this big shift and it turns into a spiritual mission for humanity. So you actually have a lot of work. You have a mission that you signed up for, that you intend to complete this lifetime, which will impact humanity in a very big way. All right. Now, with crystals coming out, your energy is very sensitive, and you are very sensitive to energy. With energy shift there, if you have never had Reiki or it's been a while, I highly recommend you get some energy healing and balancing in the month of June. It's going to help big time with this power struggle and this shift of this unresolved karma to just, complete itself, because you have some spiritual work as past life, and then you have this unresolved karma of past life showing up in this reading. And like I said, you're at the end of this, and there's something you've got to let go of or walk forward towards. And through this energy cleansing, shifting, balancing, healing, you're going to come fully into that understanding, and you're going to find a willingness to do what you need to do. Now, if you maybe can't afford Reiki, or you're just like not interested in that, there is a lot of free avenues on YouTube as well as on the internet that you can listen to meditations. There's sound therapy, all kinds of stuff to help you really balance your energy and get you back to a good place where you feel solid, which I think kind of needs to happen for you guys. You may be feeling a bit scattered just based on, what you have been going through. And energy shift, yes, you're at the end of it. It's a big shift. The rainbow after the storm, you fully being aware and knowing your divinity and your magic and what you're here to do. Some of you may find that you're very powerful with crystals. Crystals speak to you, okay? That's really sitting at the center of your reading. Plus, with the prism here, crystals, look into it if it's a new concept. If you've tried it in the past and you didn't really resonate, try it now. I mean, there was a point in my journey where I was trying to get into crystals, and I didn't feel it. The crystals didn't feel me. It was a mutual non-attraction, okay? And then some time passed, some consciousness evolution, some soul growth happened in me, and crystals were reintroduced into my life, and it was a whole different experience. It's a mutual attraction now, and they have helped me tremendously. So if you have never looked into them, this is a big sign for you to do so. Or if you have in the past but didn't really connect, try again now. You may find that things are quite different. There's so much healing for you guys with crystals, especially being an earth sign. And man, it's just like the rainbow after the storm, Capricorn, and you do have a spiritual mission. So let's pull some more cards. Okay, the Eight of Lessons. Yep, this is here where you have that refusal to let something go somehow, some way. That's coming out. Next, we have the Activations Healer. Yes, it is time, Capricorn. This is somebody right here who I feel could be, the Reikiist that will help you, give you the energy work, or could start teaching you how to use crystals, or, you might decide to start learning Reiki yourself. There is somebody coming in, very high potential that it's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, that's going to help you to let go of what you need to let go of and do this healing, resolve this karma, and come fully into your spiritual power. And look at this. Now we have an intuition mentor also showing up. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is somebody who is really going to teach you and grow you. Now, depending on your soul contract is how you will experience this relationship in reality. Based on what I see here, this is where we're moving into positive, really soul-based connections, some new spiritual people that you're going to connect to. And now we have the Seven of Activations. Capricorn, you may be dealing with a bit of jealousy from certain people. That could be what this power struggle is about, and that might be where we've got to let go of. Maybe you belong to a certain group of spiritual people, and it's time for you to break off and go your own way. Wow, yes, many of you, that's the case here. It's time for you to break off and go your own way. Like I said, you're coming to the tail end of stuff you were working on past lifetime. In this lifetime, you're completing it. You're resolving the last of your karma, and it's no longer about this personal mission where you are more focused on learning and growing and expanding and connecting with other spiritually like-minded individuals. You're shifting into this place where it's like you're going solo. You're becoming the leader. You're stepping out into the spotlight because you have a spiritual mission. And not everybody who's been on this journey with you, Capricorn, who has helped you spiritually and consciously, not every single one of them has this mission like you. It's more of a personal mission, because with the personal mission, you tend to have more impact on people that you meet in your life personally rather than a community at large, like having a YouTube channel with a very far reach. Okay, personal mission is spiritually gifted, but has more impact in the daily life of people that we interact with. And spiritual mission is where it goes from that to a much further, deeper reach. And I feel that many people that you've connected with and bonded with along this part of your journey, they don't have the same rites of passage as you. They haven't put in the same amount of work as you have previous lifetimes. So when it's time for you to break away, this positive energy shift, the rainbow's coming in for you, there may be some jealousy. Just rise above it, Capricorn. You don't even need to give it a second thought, because if spirit chooses you, spirit chooses you, and you're chosen for a reason. It's about soul evolution and consciousness. And boom, yep, and look at that. I love this. More rainbow. But this is the 10 of intuition, which pretty much just seals the deal on everything I just said to you. Spirit chooses you, Capricorn. You. Okay? And it's not because you're special and magic and all of this. No, it's because of your soul evolution, all the work you have put in lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and you've grown yourself in such a way that now you can step out into the spotlight and have a deep, far reach into others, because you are in a place of experience, of knowledge, of wisdom. Okay, a lot of people, they start awakening and they get exposed to some information, and then all of a sudden they decide, that they need to share this information and they're gifted and all these things. That's self-anointed, okay? You are spiritually anointed, which means most of the time when you're spiritually anointed, you're kicking and screaming. You know that you're gifted. In fact, you know that you're more talented than the people you hang out with, but you stay humble and you keep that at bay, and you choose to let them shine brighter than you do, because when spirit chooses you, that tends to be a very wise, humble soul just by nature, based on all the lifetimes prior. And so when you finally show the magnitude and depth of what you are and what you're capable of, not everybody can be happy for you, unfortunately. And it is what it is. You can't kick and scream. You've got to let go of what you've outgrown and move into your destiny, Capricorn, because you're here for a spiritual mission, and this is your confirmation of that. And Spirit has some new connections coming into your world for this next step on your journey. Very positive energy shifting for Capricorn. And you've done the work. All right, this isn't like some special favor or treatment. You have done the work. You've earned it. And I think, honestly, that's what this power struggle is, and 8 of Lessons is you are spirit chosen. Therefore, you are kicking and screaming. You don't want to go. I don't know why that is. That's just what I have personally encountered. I'm not saying that's across the board, but what I have found is people who have self-decided are all about, like, I can't, they sign up for every possible event, appearance, you know, whatever they can do to get themselves out there. And the people who are truly chosen, it's like they are these quiet, subtle beings that just emerge kind of, you know, so quietly they rise. That's spirit. And the reason why it's a slow, quiet rise is because they're not trying to throw themselves out there. That you're not trying to throw yourself out there. If anything, you're reserving, you're holding back, you're trying to help elevate others, and Spirit's saying your work with that is done, finite. It's time for you to step into your power, own who you are, be what you be. With the 10 of intuition, your intuition is so on point, Capricorn. You are on fire, okay? Fire. And the rainbow is yours. The rainbow after the storm. It is time for you to rise. All right. And I feel like okay, that makes sense. I was like, I need to pull more than one of these cards, and one of them flew out just as I was about to say that. Okay, so yeah, look at that. Be yourself. It is time to step out into the spotlight. You have so much to give. And no, you do not. You do not. If you need space, if anything, Capricorn, it's you need to break away from the clan and realize the leader that you are, okay? You don't need, no, it's time for spotlight. Oh, look at that. Yup. Positive forecast. Rainbow after the storm. I mean, that's all I gotta say. Capricorn, that's all I gotta say is the rainbow after the storm for you guys. Let nobody hold you back. Be yourself. Own it. It is your time to shine. It truly is. You are full grown, my friend. Those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.